So what happens when you spend more time, allegedly, going after underage girls instead of raising your own son? Well, destiny happens, and that is why he is a cautionary tale. So guys, it has been a while since I have talked about Destiny. He doesn't really come up on my X feed very often, hasn't been a ton of news around him. I think the last time that I spoke about him was on comment section like 2 years ago. That was when he was going through his whole divorce. If you guys don't remember that story, he was married to this super hot woman. They had a very strange open relationship. She fell in love with another guy. They broke up. It was just a complete ridiculous situation and a perfect example for why open relationships do not work and why marriage is so important. The commitment of marriage and the institution is so important. And so I think that was the last time that I spoke about him. But since that happened, a lot has come out and we need to finally talk about it. But before we do, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. Make sure that you like it if you enjoy it and subscribe to our channel. And of course, ring that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our videos just like this. All right, so the reason why I am talking about this today is because even though I just said that I really haven't seen Destiny much on social media in the last couple of years, I literally cannot escape him right now. He is everywhere and he has a whole scandal that is revolving around a young woman named Rose and his young son, Destiny's child. We are not talking about the band today. We are talking about Destiny's son, who we will get into in a few minutes. So back to this story about a girl named Rose. So Destiny had a sexual encounter with another streamer named Pixie back in 2022. That sexual encounter was filmed. And Destiny sent that video to another girl that he was talking to, Rose, and the video was then leaked 2 years later in 2024. And after it was leaked, it came out that Pixie did not know that she was being filmed. It was filmed without her consent. It was obviously leaked without her consent. She sued him over this in February of this year. Here's the headline: Florida streamer Destiny sued over cybersexual harassment court documents. This was February 19th of this year. Now, since then, no other lawsuits have been filed, but 4 other women have come forward saying that he shared videos or audio recordings of them without their knowledge. Daily Mail even wrote about this. This was in February, so this just happened like a couple of days after the lawsuit came out. YouTuber Destiny36 is accused of revenge porn by 4 women, but claims that he is the victim of the leaks. Of course, classic. Now you might be wondering how all of this ties into a current scandal happening months later with a totally different woman. Well, that takes us back to Rose and her videos, like the ones of Pixie that he was sending her. Because in 2022, Destiny was also sending explicit text messages to Rose, which were then leaked this year in light of this whole scandal and that lawsuit. Now we're gonna get into all of that and why it is so incredibly creepy, but first I wanna tell you about some meat sticks that I actually enjoy talking about. And guys, these are not the meat sticks that you grew up with. Paleo Valley makes theirs with 100% grass-fed beef from small regenerative American farms, so you can feel good about what you're eating and what you're supporting. They have stripped out all of the junk: no preservatives, no gluten, no soy, no sugar, no dairy, no GMOs, just clean, nutrient-dense fuel that is made the way food was made to be made. And whether you are road tripping, working late, just running around like crazy like I usually am, these beef sticks give you high-protein energy without the crash, and I literally love them. And whether you're keto, paleo, carnivore, whatever it is, Paleo Valley fits right in. They come in 5 bold flavors, which are original jalapeno summer sausage, garlic summer sausage, which is my personal favorite, and teriyaki, so there truly is something for everyone. I literally keep them in my purse on a daily basis. They are that good. They are a daily part of my diet, and I know that you guys will love them too. With over 55 million sold and a 60-day money-back guarantee, Paleo Valley is the real deal for all of your amazing health and food products. Get 15% off of your first order at paleovalley.com/Brett with code Brett at checkout. And after you've nourished your body from the inside with those meat sticks, nourish your body on the outside with the amazing Cozy Earth pajamas. Guys, Cozy Earth makes the softest, most comfortable products. Their blankets, their pajamas, they're so breathable, so soft, so cute. You will start planning your evenings around them, which is literally what I do. Every night when I put on their bamboo stretch knit pajamas, I instantly feel like I am wrapped in a cloud. It makes me ready for bed. The stretch knit fabric is unbelievably soft and breathable, and it actually sleeps cooler than cotton. And you guys know I love sleeping. I've worn a lot of sleepwear, but this has become my all-day cozy uniform. And here's the best part. No matter what you're buying from them, Cozy Earth stands by their quality. Their blankets, for example, come with a 100-night sleep trial and 10-year warranty, and the apparel, like my favorite pajamas, are backed by a lifetime guarantee. Just go to CozyEarth.com and use code Brett at checkout for up to 40% off your favorite new pajama set and blankets. Again, that is CozyEarth.com, code Brett. Elevate your downtime with Cozy Earth. Now, unfortunately, we need to get back to the story that is a lot less warm and fuzzy than what I was just talking about, because this is where the pedophile accusations come into play. This is why we are talking about the story today, because this is everything that has been going on X surrounding Destiny for the last couple of weeks, because there is a huge debate over this woman, Rose's age. Again, the woman that Destiny was sending sex tapes to, that he was sexting, having inappropriate conversations with. Now, Destiny claims that she was 19 years old, that she told him that he was 19 years old, but people found a traffic citation of hers that confirmed her birth date as being October in 2004, making her 17 years old at the time that Destiny was sending her these messages. Destiny is rightfully getting reamed online, especially because this is not the first time that he has been accused of weird, creepy behavior just like this. In fact, Destiny's child, his son, his 14-year-old son, who has become sort of an infamous internet figure in his own right, especially with the Groypers, he seems to be verifying these rumors and even posted some of the chat logs between Destiny and this girl, Rose, and has continued to comment on the accusations in the weeks afterwards. In one post, he quote tweeted his dad, and Destiny had said, "This is effing disgusting. Ukraine has children working in their missile factories now," and his son retweeted that and said, "Since when did you care about the children, except for Rose, lol." And then in a later thread where he was talking about his father, he even said, "He is literally a pedo." And if you don't know and you haven't been following any of this, Nate, his son, is very much on what people would call the far right. He often lashes out, he's inflammatory online, which Destiny has completely brushed off, and he has blamed his MAGA parents for enabling this child's grandparents. Well, Destiny, I happen to wonder if it's because he's trying to follow in your footsteps and is just desperate to get your attention because you allegedly left him as a child. Now, this was all brought to my attention due to a post that his son made earlier in the summer where he gets into his relationship with his father, or lack thereof, and it reads, "I was forced to grow up without a father. I was an anchor for my mom's emotions at times when she was struggling with work. I was put online with no supervision or protection at a young age. I was stripped of a sincere relationship with my own father. I did not talk to people for days after he left. I was moody, I was confused, I was lazy. I felt as if I didn't matter to my own father. No child that age should ever feel this way. There is no excuse for it. Ever. If a child feels like they don't matter to their own father, what are they going to do? Lash out. Try to get attention online. Say, hey, look at me, please. I know you're across the country from me. I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be talking. I just want you to notice me. In my opinion, that is exactly what is happening here. He goes on and he says, the reasons my father left to Cali in Florida are not of my concern. Frankly, I do not care at all. I believe him leaving me and my mother was a horrible thing to do, no matter what is happening in your life. You should rarely, if ever, leave your child. Once more, I am not writing this to disrespect my father. I am writing this to give my thoughts and feelings regarding my relationship with my father. A relationship that is only existent through Discord DMs and rare texts between my father and mother. I respect my father. I even love him. But as a general parent, I will never respect him. I have a father, I do not have a dad, and that is how I grew up. I mean, this is so incredibly sad. And it's also illuminating not just about Nate and what he believes and what he's doing online, but also illuminating into Destiny's character, the type of man and father he is. Obviously, we have seen his sexual perversions on full display. I think I have seen more than I ever care to see about anyone. It's like, oh my God, what was happening in your own home? You are a father. And this is what you were doing? Like, we all know that this is a dysfunctional family. Like, just look at Destiny's previous marriage, but like, obviously, all of this has taken a toll on this young man. Meanwhile, his dad seems more concerned with sexting women and rage baiting on his own streaming platform than he does with raising his own son. His priorities are completely misaligned. I mean, just like look at some of the things that he has said and posted, which really are not helping his case right now. In one post, he was talking about Hassan Piker. They were going back and forth, and a guy replies and said, bro, you literally say in the clip that she's 15 at WTF, and Destiny replies and says, have you seen the 15-year-olds they're putting out today, though? Like, they're hot. Like, I'm going to look at them. That is what he is insinuating. There was also this that he literally said on a live stream.
If you just because you molest a child doesn't make you a pedophile. That's not
Yes, it does. Yes, it.
Did you catch that? Let's watch that again.
If you just because you molest a child doesn't make you a pedophile. That's not
Yes, it does. Yes, it.
That is the kind of man and father that we are dealing with here. I have no idea what is true here about the 4 women that have accused Destiny. I have no idea what is true with Rose and how old she was. I have no idea. Frankly, the entire story disgusts me. Again, I don't really want to talk or think about his little meat stick. This is not my preferred subject for an episode. But my point in bringing this up and covering this today is to say that these are the consequences of having no moral framework or bounds in which you live your life. Like, this is completely and utterly dysfunctional. And this is a man who has and is still continuing to influence the minds of millions. His kid absolutely deserves better. There is a 14-year-old child who is in the middle of this chaos, who is helping indict his father in all of this. Do you not see, Destiny, how insane this is? Like the things that your son is saying online, the tension, the distance between us, this is not something that Destiny can just pawn off on his parents because they happen to be MAGA and disagree with him. Like, this is also not your son being in a rebellious phase that should be mocked. Your relationship obviously has problems. You have problems. You need to log off and work on these. You are a father. You have a responsibility that allegedly, from the outside looking in, you have completely ignored. So please, for the love of God, for the love of everybody online, please stop being a creep. Stop DMing girls online about butt plugs because that's what's happening. Stop making sex tapes and releasing them. Take some accountability for your actions and go be a father before it's too late. Say folks, did you know that America produces less beef today than it did all the way back in 1951? Gee whiz, that's like when TV looks like this. That's right, foreign imports are flooding our markets and sneaking onto your dinner plate. But don't fret, kids, there's hope, and it's called Good Ranchers. All of their meat is 100% American, raised on local farms and delivered straight to your door. No mystery imports, only pretending to be product of the USA. And when you subscribe, you'll get $40 off your box, free shipping, and a free gift in every order for life. I've gotten bacon, seed oil-free chicken nuggets, and even Wagyu burgers. Nifty, huh? So don't be a square. Join thousands who've already made the switch. Visit goodranchers.com and use my code BRETT for $40 off, plus free meat for life.